Hello guys, my name is Alberto, also known as Alberto BIGBOOST on YouTube and Instagram. I'm a car YouTuber and this is my shop. We're gonna start with my Valino tires wall mirror, also known as my tire collection. I have all the tires I'm gonna be using for this season. I'm gonna be running the Valino Per GS. It's a really grippy tires. Moving on to this side right here, we have some rotary engines. At one point I did end up getting 4 rotary engines, which were supposed to be for breakdown and rebuild of rotary engines. I still haven't gotten to that part yet because I've been so busy with a lot of other more exciting projects. So we still have these left over for some other amazing content later on. I have one of my other 2J builds that I'm doing. This is gonna be another copy of my 800 horsepower 2JZ build. Now, moving on to this side, we have the biggest toolbox, and it's also the least full actually. Right now, on top of this, I have stuff for 1JZ that I've been working on an S14. Now we're gonna show you guys what's actually inside of this thing. Well, I have some of the specialty tools for building engines. So I have my piston ring grinder, rod bolt stretch gauge, piston ring compressor, really nice fixed one, so you just slide the piston through one side, it comes compressed on the other side, and a couple other thingies here, but everything else is mostly empty, aside from my own collection of Permatex stuff. Now we enter the dark zone of the shop. I don't have any lighting on this side, but here we have my cool old school speaker system. So we have a Yamaha receiver. You don't see this every day, yet they sound the best. I have this amazing wall mural of my race car done by Mr. Chase Berenson, which his name is all the way back here. But he made this really cool wall mirror all with spray paint. It took him about a whole week, but it's really cool because it really personalizes my shop, so I can have my car just display on the wall with the Big Boost logo and everything. It makes the whole shop look a million times better. Then on the opposite side of the wall mirror, we have my 1991 Mazda RX7 FC3S Savannah. It's actually a right-hand drive import car, so it's the same car as the one from Initial D in Japan. I am keeping the 13B. I actually did a collaboration with the Vargas brothers, and they rebuilt the engine for me, which is not the prettiest right now because it's been pretty much on standby for about a year. So on this engine, the engine's pretty much done. The engine bay still as it came from Japan. Obviously I have to strip everything down, repaint it, eliminate all the accessories that I don't want to simplify the engine bay. But unless I have the proper time to work on this car, I want to rush it. And it is a very special car that I don't think I'll be able to ever get again, especially for the price that I got it. Now we go over to my main toolbox, which is this guy right here that I use for everything. I even use this toolbox as a transmission jack, believe it or not. Yeah, this transmission back here actually lower it with the toolbox. So you basically put the transmission in, put the transmission out, and then lift the car up. As you can see, it gets pretty messy because I pretty much have everything to take a complete car engine apart. Whatever it is, the tool is in here. All different sizes of wrenches, ratcheting wrenches. You guys know what these are. Coilover wrenches, gotta have them. We have a couple like grinding stuff. This side you have everything electrical you need at the track. So basically I take this toolbox with me to the track, so I have everything that I need to service my car at any given time inside this toolbox, even things to poke things with. If you look at the middle, you'll notice, what is that? Well, that right there is Milling Nava. You'll also see her on the side of my drift car. She's the character that I chose to put on the side of my car to make my whole Itachi Dream drift car. Now this is the worst part of the shop. This is a cluster mountain of pile of parts and stuff and tools and everything you don't use all the time. You just pretty much put it back here. Well, here are some of the pretty parts. I have powder coated parts, expensive turbo manifolds, Garrett GTX 35 or 3076R turbo. Underneath this stuff, I have all the parts for each engine that I'm taking apart, so I choose a crate for each engine so I don't mix parts and just throw them all in a pile. I have my gas jugs over there, more spare tires. Then here we have one of my coolest tools, is a pipe bender. So with this, you can bend tubing to make roll cages. You can bend 1.5 inch DOM steel. It's really fun, but price of metal has really gone up now, so it's really hard to buy metal. Then here we have my best and most prized possession, my E36 drift car, which I've been working on for the past about 5 years. And it's extremely fast, except it doesn't drive right now because I broke the drive shaft. Ow. And here is my 800 horsepower power plant. So it's a 2JZ-GTE that I fully rebuilt and converted into a GTE. Also, that's not the end of it. This car, I just recently did the roll cage, so it's FD legal now. I do want to run Formula Drift Pro Am series next season, so I made the car ready for that. And as I mentioned earlier, my most precious character right here, Millie Navosh, which is on the side of my car, and she looks really cool in combination of the colors that I done with purple and green. And you can see that I also powder coated my KONIG wheels in chocolate yellow. So this is a really cool, like lime green, fluorescent-ish color. And I'm running KONIG Hypergram wheels in 18 by 9.5 on the back, plus 25 offset. And then on the front, I am running 18 by 8.5 plus 35, if I'm not mistaken. Then in the center of the shop, you can see my one and only lift. I have a 2-post lift from Titan Lifts. On this, I have one of my newest acquisitions, another Infiniti G35. I am in the process of rebuilding the whole car, well, drivetrain. I rebuild the engines, I put the engine in first. Now I'm in the process of, I have to put the flywheel clutch back in so that I can put the transmission back in the car. That pretty much finishes the whole repair job, and then I can actually drive the car again. I almost forgot to show you guys my boost generator right here. As you can see, it says Boost Me. This is my 60-gallon compressor. You need to have pneumatic tools in the shop, especially for impact guns. So this guy does the job. I gotta show you guys my oldest partner in the shop. This chair, I had it for about 8 years. I will say that they definitely don't make these the same as they used to anymore. I picked this up next to the dumpster at my old shop, and it still works super great. Look, you can sit on this to do brake jobs, you can stand on it, you can jump on it, you can like literally kick it off the way, and it just doesn't break. See, best chair in the world. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my quick little tour of the shop. This is all I had to show you guys for now. I'm always up and expanding, so I gotta get back to work. I have a lot of stuff to do today. It's gonna be really exciting. You can also watch it on my YouTube channel, Alberto BIGBOOST. So I'll see you guys next time.